What's up? What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. We are live on this beautiful morning, June 29th, almost July, at 7:04 a.m. Sorry for being 4 minutes late. You can always blame Finsanity. She's right here to take the blame. What's up, Finsanity?
Hi, everybody. Oh, my gosh. Listen, before we start, two great things happened last night, okay? Two great things for Miami Dolphins, right? One, K Flexin is back on YouTube. So shout out to you, K. Prayers continually
I saw
up to
that
you.
last night.
So if you haven't seen this video, make sure you go check it out. Like it. It's a really good video. It's about how he feels about the Patriots signing Cam. I watched it. And then two, some random guy named J Love T. I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but shout out to him. G Live, what? G Love?
G Love. That's what I get out of it.
I absolutely loved his energy last night.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know how I feel about his comments, and we can have a conversation about that another day. But for his energy, him bringing a different, point of view on here, absolutely. And he stuck with his guns against two heavy hitters, you feel me, on the stream with Sharif and Havoc. And he was like, and I was just like, yes. And I was like, get it, young man. See, that's what I'm trying to talk about. My generation, like, we're really stepping up now. We have a voice in this. You feel me?
I hope he comes through more often. What you mean your generation? G-Love T 42.
No, it's not.
I know, I'm just joking.
But say, if it's 42, then sign me up.
Oh, man.
I'll take his diet regimen.
I have no idea how old he is, man. What's up, Elder Bruce Jones? We see you in the comment section. But G-Love, I hope you come through more often, man. That was pretty cool last night. We had some fun last night. We had quite a few people. Y'all hit that like button. We're trying to get over 150 likes on this video. I'm glad Finsanity is rocking with me this morning. And I'm glad that you all are up this morning here with me. Man. I had to get some sleep last night over all this stuff, man. But we didn't really get your thoughts on it, Finsanity. Well, let me go ahead and get this out the way. Make sure that you go to YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram to follow TDPHINSTALK. Also, you can find TDPHINSTALK on DolphinsTalk.com. We also have the new merch loaded at TD Fins Shop. The link is in the description below. Y'all go check out the merch. Tell me what you think about it, if you like it or not. Also, don't forget, Friday nights, you could always get Dunny and Madden. You saw a preview last night of when I play for real. But, that's just how I do against a little Patriots fan, wanting to play the Patriots against the Dolphins. But anywho, talk to us, Finsanity. What is your thoughts about this Cam Newton stuff?
Oh, man. It was crazy because last night I was relaxing. And one thing is I took a hiatus from social media. So like people were hitting me up, asking me when I was going to come back and all this type of stuff. And it just so happened that it fell on this Monday, right? So shout out to everyone who is, checking on me during my little hiatus. But I won't be on social media, so you can't really, I might be on Twitter, but Instagram and all that, no. How do I feel about the Cam Newton signing? I feel like I am excited for him. That's how I could put it. As a Dolphins fan, I feel like no matter whoever someone in our division signs, like we always downplay it so much. But to me, out of respect for Cam Newton and what he's done, being a Heisman winner, first overall pick, league MVP, taking his team to a Super Bowl. Granted, we all know how we feel about the performance in the Super Bowl. I'm not going to downplay this. At the end of the day, like I said, let the games begin. To me, I don't think the Patriots are done. I think they will be bringing someone else in to accompany Cam. And thinking about the names that are, on the market, it doesn't, give me ease. But like I said, we said we would have to take this, right? And I love it. The more competition, the more we get to see, truly evaluate where our team is. And people say they're not scared of Cam. I mean, you say that, but to me, that there are certain people when there's pressure, and I think Cam was one of those guys. He's heard a lot that people have had to say about him. He's seen the guys who got signed before him, like just some names that are just like, why are they even still in the league? And they're getting signed before him. And then he gets to go to a winning organization. I think people, sometimes take that for granted. Cam Newton was asked to be everything for Carolina until they got McCaffrey. And he really never had a healthy season with McCaffrey. So we never got to really see what that dynamic duo would truly be. He was always dealing with an injury. But now he's going to have something different. People are like, it's not 2015 Cam Newton. Bill Belichick's not asking for 2015 MVP season Cam Newton. So, like I said, let the games begin. We'll see week 1. That's all. Everybody, we'll see. That's all I can say.
It's going to be interesting. Does it change our record prediction at all?
I mean, I would never say we're going to lose to the Patriots. So I think it makes it more interesting for where their record prediction is going to be. I mean, no one had respect for Jarrett Stidham other than Chris Sims, obviously. So you can't sit back here and say like a lot of people don't have respect for Cam Newton because it's leading everyone's A block. Cam Newton going to the Patriots. So obviously where there's smoke, there is fire. And a lot of, people who analyze this obviously see some smoke in this. And my thing is like this, like I said, you don't have to ask him to try to carry the New England Patriots. If there's one thing we know about the New England Patriots, they will do it as a collective team. They will get a win as a collective team. And I mean, like I said, we'll see. People want to talk about his, inaccuracy, and that's fair. He's 59.6 career. But I know another quarterback who's 60.3 career, and we seem to love him. I ain't gonna say no names.
Who is that?
TD. No.
Oh, Ryan Fitzpatrick. You must be talking about.
You Ryan said it. I didn't say it because you said it. I didn't say it. That's all I'm gonna say. But all I'm going to say is congratulations to Cam Newton. It's sad for me because I normally draft Cam Newton as my fantasy quarterback. Can't do that this year. Sorry, I still love you, Cam. I know you're gonna put up, great numbers, hopefully. And my things like this. I don't wish any ill will towards any player because this is someone's livelihood. This is somebody's. He has to provide for his family. And I think sometimes as fans, we get too ingratiated, but we really forget that these are at first human beings. So to Cam, good luck. That's all I can say to you. Go out there, get that money, and hopefully next year you're in a situation where you can even get more. So we'll see. It's up to us to go out and beat them.
I agree. And you know what? I see, this is what people need to worry about. What if Cam Newton has one of those Tannehill seasons?
Oh Lord, TD.
Tennessee Tannehills.
TD, stop. Listen, I thought when we did the Tannehill versus Dak, we had put Tannehill into the grave. My thing is like this.
What are you talking about? First of all, I proved to you why Tannehill was better than Dak. That's first of all. Okay, let's get that straight now. But all I said, and you jumping on me, is what if he has a resurgence? What if Cam Newton has a resurgence?
As a Dolphins fan,
a Pro Bowl season.
A Pro Bowl season.
What if he does?
If he has a Pro Bowl season, then there's a lot to be said of how this division's shaping up. You don't get into a Pro Bowl with just any old record. You got to put up the numbers and have the record. So if he's a Pro Bowler, then the Dolphins didn't do their job, most likely.
See, I'm not scared of him in the Dolphins. I'm scared about what he's going to do to the other teams.
To the other team. At the end of the day, like I said, I wish Cam Newton the best. If that's a Pro Bowl season, then kudos to him. I want him to be successful, but not at the expense of the Dolphins. But like I said, I'm not going to downplay that signing. Everybody wants to, like, even when we got Stephon Diggs. Oh, Stephon Diggs, that means nothing because Josh Allen isn't even accurate. Well, they got 2 speed receivers now. I realize they have some real deep threats out there, and everybody's like, well, our secondary, yeah, but we're putting so much blind faith into a secondary who hasn't even taken a snap together. And I mean, they're proven guys. We'll say that, but there's a lot to be said about us as a fan base. No matter who a team signs, we downplay it. We could sign an ant off the sidewalk and we'll find 10 reasons why he's going to be, the next big thing, or he's going to be so productive for our team. So what I'm saying is, have that same energy sometimes. Sometimes take the, fanhood out of it. Because, I see it. I see it a lot. And that's one of the things, I had to step back from doing. Because I was one of the people, on that boat. And that's just 100% blind pandemonium. No matter what you do, you could bring in the best team. Oh, we're going to beat them. We should beat them. Yeah, no problem. We got this. We got that. We got that. Okay.
That's right.
And I love that. But I'm not just, like I said, I'm not going, into this, as blind as I used to be. I'm going to be try to be, as more authentic and clear cut as I could possibly be from now on. And like I said, I don't think the Patriots are done, and we'll see.
So what's your record prediction for the Patriots?
I don't know. I don't follow them that much. I mean, listen. I'll tell you one thing. They'll have a better record than the Bills.
They'll have a better record than the Bills. Will we have a better record than the Bills?
Depends who's starting.
Starting at what position?
You know.
At what position are you talking about?
I'm not going down this road.
So it depends on who's starting at the quarterback position.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, so who's gonna get us more wins, Tua or Fitz?
I'm not. Listen.
You're not gonna be let. I'm not gonna let you off the hook.
It's my first day back.
Listen. I love how you rocking the TDPHINSTALK shirt, but I am not letting you off the hook.
It's my first day back, TD.
Who's gonna give us the more wins, Fitz or Tua? Or Rosen? I don't want to be mean. I don't want to exclude Rosen from the conversation.
I mean, I think I've pushed this narrative off of a cliff, TD. To me, it's always been about our run game and our defense and how productive they are. I'm not putting this in the hands of any quarterback this year, and that's the truth of it all. To me, it's running game, defense, or bust. If one of these quarterbacks shock me, then kudos to them. But I'm not going to say an average journeyman is going to be the one to lead us to the promised land. And then I'm also not going to say some guy who never took a snap in NFL. Like I said, I'm not going to be this blind fan anymore. I'm going to try to be as...
So in other words, Rosen gives us the best chance to win then.
I'm not saying that. Whoever wins out in camp gives us the best chance, obviously. I mean, that's all I can say. Whoever wins out in camp. Everyone wants to have this debate about Rosen, Fitz, and Tua. At the end of the day, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole yet because they have to compete it out. I can say how I feel about them, individually, Oh, look, a Cam Newton emblem with the Patriots hat. That's cute. But at the end of the day, I have to let them play it out. And at the end of the day, none of us know who the clear-cut favorite is. So that says a lot. To me, that we're literally in a quarterback competition again.
Yo, what's going on, TD, man?
And the only reason why we're in it because people don't want Tua to start. Like, let's be real. The only reason why we have a quarterback competition this year, like truly, other than Flores saying the best player, is because people don't want Tua to start this year. If Tua was going to start this year, it would be bar none. Okay, Tua starting.
Well, he's starting, man. What's up, Master at work?
Yo, you know who this is, right, TD?
No.
Who is this?
Bling Dynasty, bro.
What's going on, man?
Yo, man, I've been trying to get a hold of you all year, bro. You ain't never hit me back up on Twitter.
Twitter?
Bro, yo, you remember me, man. You know exactly who this is.
Well, hit me up on Twitter again today because I didn't remember seeing anything from you, bro.
Bro, we collabed bro, you don't remember us collabing 2 years ago on YouTube?
Yes, that's why.
Wait, did you have a different name?
Yeah, I have a new. This is my new channel name.
So you're like
I make YouTube videos
or like
for the Patriots
or something like that, right? Maybe.
Yeah, my bad. It was the Kiss the Ring. Anyway, I changed my name.
I know. Yes, I remember, man. The worst Patriots fan of all time. But yeah.
Oh, we about to get it now. Oh, geez,
the worst Patriots fan of all time. Okay, I'll take that.
Man. What's going on, man? So now this is an avid Patriots fan, y'all. Listen, it don't get no crazier than this when it comes to the Patriots. I promise y'all that. All right. So talk to us, man. What are your thoughts on this recent move with Cam Newton?
Honestly, I didn't think it was going to happen. Because everyone, like, I'm just so used to. I don't know, man, because like we don't sign black quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? And I really thought we were going to roll with Stidham this year. Honestly, I wasn't a fan of Stidham. I obviously wanted us to lose this season. I wanted us to tank for Trevor Lawrence. That was my whole plan going into this season. And with whole COVID, and we didn't even know what was going to happen, you know, in this NFL season. And the Patriots, I didn't like the draft. I didn't really like anything Belichick was doing. Then we get to see Tom Brady in the Buccaneers uniform. I didn't know what the hell was happening. We had no cap space. We ain't got no weapons. And this changes everything now because now I think Belichick's going to completely change this offense with Josh McDaniels to suit Cam Newton. So anybody that thinks that, how is Cam Newton going to fit in this system? Listen, Belichick's going to completely revamp the system around Cam Newton. He's going to completely remake this offense that suits whatever Cam Newton does best, which is either an RPO, running around, running up the middle. He's gonna make this offense the way Cam Newton can only succeed. He's not going to put him in a Tom Brady system, like dinking and dunking. It's just not what Cam does.
Mm-hmm.
So
I said that last night, man. People think that, I don't even know how he fits. It's not going to be the Tom Brady system. And I don't know why people think that. This is Bill Belichick. He's going to conform to whatever he has a right. See, this is a perfect example of, he's not a scheme fit. This is when I tell people sometimes scheme doesn't matter with great coaches. They make the scheme fit the player, not the player fit the scheme.
Exactly. Listen, we don't know how this offense is going to look now with Cam. Because we've never seen it before, ever. Belichick's never had a mobile quarterback. I mean, he's had Brissett. We won with Brissett, but I don't really count that. You know what I mean? We've never had a quarterback like Cam Newton with his type of skill set. And listen, people say, Stidham's going to beat him out in training camp. Listen, Belichick wouldn't sign Cam Newton if he didn't plan on playing him and for him being the starting quarterback. It doesn't make sense. And they honestly, the Patriots, they have no cap space left. They're going to have to release a player or two to even fit him underneath the cap. So Belichick wouldn't do a move like this if he wasn't planning on going forward at least one season with Cam Newton. It's an incentive-laced deal. It's a one-year deal. It's a prove-it deal. Whatever happens after the season, we have no clue. We don't know how good the Patriots are going to be with Cam Newton. If he's healthy enough, is he going to even last the season? This deal is perfect. It's a win-win situation for the Patriots. Cam Newton has everything to lose in a situation like this, because if you can't succeed with Bill Belichick, then you have no business being a starting quarterback on any franchise. So Cam Newton, he's on a prove it. Listen, if y'all think Cam Newton was motivated when he was with the Panthers, man, y'all about to see another Cam Newton coming to New England, man. He's got everything to prove, and to do it with Bill Belichick. Come on, man. Y'all are in for something, man, this upcoming season.
Oh, hey, hold on. What do you mean, y'all? Hold on now. Because we ain't
wait a minute. Let me just say this. Wait a minute. Let me just remind y'all. Y'all are talking to the same team that's won a division 11 straight years, 18 out of the last 20. I lost track. Y'all haven't won a division since Matt Castle was the starting quarterback for the Patriots when Brady tore his ACL. Whose division is this? I mean, the Bills? No, the Bills haven't won it in 2 decades since Jim Kelly. I mean, at the end of the day, y'all are trying to catch us, not the other way around. Tom Brady or no Tom Brady, y'all are still second fiddle until you can prove otherwise.
And we're gonna prove it this year. You know what? I can't even be mad about what you're saying. At the end of the day, those are facts, and we're gonna prove it this year. I know it's yet to be seen. We gotta go out there. We're gonna go to war, and we're gonna prove it this year. And I don't even have to say anything else. Time will tell. You just make sure.
Let me ask y'all a question, because I haven't been really following the Dolphins like that. Who's going to be your starting quarterback, Fitzpatrick or Tua?
Tua is. Don't listen to what any other Dolphin fan got to say. Tua going to be the starting quarterback.
Week 1 when we play, Tua's going to be on the field.
He coming to Foxborough to let everybody in the NFL know that he has arrived, especially Bill Belichick.
Okay. Hey, listen. I got huge respect for Brian Flores. I think that was probably the greatest signing y'all had as a Dolphins organization in the past 20 years. You know what I mean? He's a great mind. I've always got respect for Flores. So if anybody can turn around your franchise, it's Brian Flores. And the one thing I got respect for Brian Flores is he went to a team last season that was supposed to go 0-16. 1-15. He turned a trash team with nobody that got blown out. Like, was it 43-0 against the Patriots in week 2? And as bad as a team that they had with Fitzpatrick, for him to win 6 games last season, just imagine what Brian Flores could do with an actual quarterback. You know what I mean? So the question is, can you turn Tua into a franchise quarterback?
He already is.
An actual quarterback. Thank God someone.
He already is, and you missing what we got on the defensive end of the ball and everything, man. Week 1 is going to be an exciting week. It is going to be a slugfest, and I tell you what, our offense is going to move the ball much better than your offense with Cam Newton.
I mean, we still don't even know who's going to be the starting quarterback. So who's to say? Who's to say? You know what I mean?
Hold on.
Listen, this could all be smoke and mirrors. For all we know, Cam Newton, for all we know, Stidham might even start, and that will really piss me off.
Wow. So I
just don't see it happening.
Y'all don't know right here.
For me as a fan, I'm saying there's no way in hell Cam Newton's not starting week 1. But what I'm saying is this season is just so topsy-turvy. We don't know what's happening. Like, we don't even know if the season's going to start on time, to be honest with you. So it's kind of like everyone's going in blind right now. Like, I don't know what to like. I've never seen an off season like this ever.
I got a question for all you guys. We all recognize that Bill Belichick is this genius coach, and everybody's saying, "Oh, Cam Newton's going to come out there and perform like crazy." What in the background of Bill Belichick gives you the confidence that he can successfully change his system that he's used for 20 years? Because whenever he had other quarterbacks, it was other quarterbacks that fit that mold of his system. Cam Newton doesn't. So what evidence?
Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett is not a mobile quarterback in the sense of Cam Newton.
I mean, nobody. Well, if that's the case, nobody is a mobile quarterback like Cam Newton because nobody has the physical traits as a Cam
I'm
Newton.
asking you, Master. I'm asking everybody out there, Dolphin and Pat fan, what evidence have you got me that Bill Belichick is willing and able to change his scheme, to basically change what he's been doing for 20 years because of a Cam Newton?
Because he signed him. That's why he wouldn't sign him if he wasn't willing to do it.
That's automatically going to guarantee that he's.
Why would he sign? Listen, why would he sign Cam Newton if he wouldn't want to change the system? He sees the NFL is changing. You got quarterbacks like Mahomes. You got quarterbacks that are mobile, like Josh Allen and Tua. Like, listen, Belichick knows the way the NFL is going. It's more of a mobile quarterback system now, where a lot of quarterbacks are dual threat quarterbacks. The age of Tom Brady and Peyton Manning are dying. Okay, the statue quarterback is dying.
That's not work. That I agree with you. If everybody's seen my video before, that was my main concern with Rosen. I love his talent, but I think his type of quarterback is a dying breed in the NFL, the immobile pocket presence quarterback. So I'm agreeing with you there on Rosen's part. And I'm not saying that Belichick won't or will not, but it's just another variable. Okay, another unproven variable into the mix of this crazy season, this crazy situation the NFL's in. Okay, where the Dolphins are complete unknown. They could be 10-6, 11-5, or they could be 5-11. Okay, because of so many variables that are out there with this team. One thing about the Patriots, year in and year out, they didn't have a whole bunch of variables. And you could agree with that, right? You knew you had Tom Brady. You knew you had Bill Belichick. You knew you had the players like Chung and all these. But this year, and I'm gonna have a short 2 p.m. This is what I was gonna bring up. We're not the only team facing a lot of unknowns. Your Patriot teams is too, beyond just losing Brady, who they lost. Okay, and so I'm not saying.
Give me another player that we lost that besides Brady that's going to change, because we really haven't lost anything. We're still a top 3 defense.
Really?
Our entire defense is still coming back.
Yeah, I don't. Even you guys, when I'm reaching or searching what your fans out there have the concern about that, because you lost Kyle Van Noy, Danny Shelton, and I'll have to look at my notes of the other guy you lost. The people you replaced with them are not up to their standards. Okay, that's an automatic.
Well, you're listing 2 players, bro. Kyle Van Noy. Listen, there's a lot of linebackers. Listen, how many times have the Patriots lost defensive players? Chandler Jones. You know what I mean? That's just the perfect. I mean, the Patriots lose players every single year, and they just come on. Belichick finds players from all around the league and places them in, and it always works.
Let me reply to it because first, I want to back up for a second with the conversation about what gives us a reason to believe that Belichick can change it and be successful, right? First off, the offense, I think people need to stop so much saying Belichick's offense because it's not Belichick's offense. We're talking about McDaniels, okay? And on top of it, as the head coach in Belichick, what should give you the confidence that he'd be able to change it is the simple fact that he is a great coach. Great coaches aren't going to sit there and watch certain things not work without changing it. He's going to do whatever is necessary to garner the best results that you possibly can. That's what
he adapts. He adapts.
Yes, that's what a great coach does. And in regards to, I have to be honest, in regards to the Patriots losing vital pieces, I'm sorry. I don't care what they lose. I've learned over history, it doesn't matter what they lose on their roster. Sometimes they will go trade for a all-pro left tackle just to use him for the last 12 weeks of the season and then let him go in free agency and have his replacement that was sitting on the bench for 2 years, and that guy played just as good as an all-pro player. He finds a way. The guys that he brings in, it's the scouting. Just that's the confidence that I have in Flores, is that he's a great scouter as well. He knows, like he said, all I'm doing is looking for guys who has good eyes, good feet, and good hands. And you have those things, you can coach him up to be that 7 and 8 type player. They don't have to be a 9 or a 10 in this league. And the Patriots have lived off of having 7 and 8s fill their entire roster every year. So when you put the team together, they're always better than you. See, it's not about having the superstar 9 and 10s for the Patriots. It never has been. Some would argue that Brady was an 8, but he's surrounded by so many of them that it makes him look like a 10. And that's what I always argue with the Tua factor in Alabama. So, which is good enough. Obviously, the Patriots won Super Bowls. But
first of all, I'm sorry, TD. Brady's not an 8. As much as I hate the guy, he's not an 8. Okay. He may have been an 8 the last couple of years, but he was not an 8 for most of his 20 years. He was a great quarterback. It would have been great in a lot of other teams too. Okay.
I wonder what he would have been. I wonder would he have been the same in Miami? Had he been in Miami the last 20 years, would he have been the same player?
Maybe not the stats because you still need a team. This is a team sport. But
exactly. But
let me tell you something. I'm not letting you off that easy, TD. Okay, we had a good team with Pennington. We had some good teams with Tannehill. If Tom Brady was our quarterback there, we would have made a huge difference on those two teams.
Oh, come on, man.
I really listen. Like I said earlier, I don't expect, even with them changing it, I don't expect them to put it all on Cam. You still got Sony Michel over there. You still got Damon Harris, Rex Burkhead, and James White. And we all know how impactful 3 out of the 4 are right there. And then we already know the Patriots defense. It's something that they are known for. You have to figure out a way to score on them. Josh Allen and them, as much as they did going to the playoffs, could not find a way to score against the Patriots. And I think that's been in his last 2 seasons. Somehow we figure it out. I don't know how, but that's by the grace of God. But there are not too many teams. When Baltimore, no offense to you, Master at Work, when Baltimore went in there last year and did what they did, I don't know if it was in New England or Baltimore, everyone was so shell-shocked because we had never in 20 years since Brady had been behind that helm seen a team go in and walk over the Patriots like that. Now, my thing like this.
I've seen it. I've seen it a couple times. The Patriots defense, for some reason, always have trouble with going against mobile quarterback. Cam Newton is undefeated against the Patriots.
Hey,
I don't know if y'all know this, but Cam Newton's never lost against the Patriots. For some reason, the Belichick's defenses can't cope well with mobile quarterbacks. It's been like that throughout time. Why? I have no fucking clue. Excuse my language. But
time out.
My bad. I keep forgetting to say my stream.
Don't worry. By the way, Matt, I'm not saying the Patriots defense is not going to be bad. It's going to be bad this year. They're going to be very good. But and I'm going to put it on my show this afternoon to expect them to duplicate what they did last year, which bordered on phenomenal in certain areas. It's unrealistic. Okay, they're going to be a top defense. They're just going to not be the same as last year. So they're coming back down a little bit, and we're coming up.
I think the Patriots are going to have an all-power running offense this year with Cam Newton under helm. They're going to listen. We've seen some of these offenses before. I mean, even the offense that Ron Rivera ran with Cam Newton. You know what I mean? That's going to be the type of offense that Patriots are going to run. Colin Kaepernick did it under what's his name, Harbaugh. You know what I mean? We've seen these power run offenses before. I've never seen it under the Patriots. I've never seen it under Bill Belichick. So it's going to be interesting to see how they implement Sony Michel and James White and all those players that they have. And is it going to be a quick passing game like with Tom Brady? I don't know. Cam Newton's skill set, he's not really good at getting rid of the ball like that fast.
I agree.
But if you ask me, that's gonna work. That's gonna work in Bill Belichick's favor. If you adopt a power running offense, which means that you're gonna control the time of possession, and then on top of that, with the defense that you have, you're gonna be very stingy with giving. Like literally, there are teams that could possibly go in a game and only get 8 possessions. 8 possessions in that type. If the power run is successful, just first downs at the first downs. If they're seeing any type of success with Cam using his legs, the Patriots team is going to be very stingy. I'm telling you, there are teams that might go into a game and only get 8 possessions instead of the 10, 11, 12, even 13. And that can be a headache for many teams. And that defense is also potentially going to create points. So that's what's going to make it even more gruesome. I think that this could be something that the Patriots can thrive on. Is it long term sustainable? I don't know, because at the end of the day, you still have to figure out how you're going to stop running backs like Derrick Henry and things like that, because they can give you the same thing back. They could throw it right back in your face. And that's where the tough part comes. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, by the way,
the reason the Patriots didn't win the Super Bowl last year was obvious, is because our offense was horrible.
Right.
I mean, how many? I can't remember how many. I think we gave up 13 points in a playoff game to Ryan Tannehill and still lost. Like, there's no excuse for that. We all know where the Patriots failed last season. It was off on the offensive side of the ball. So as far as the defensive side of the ball, like, no Patriots fan is worried on the defensive side of the ball. We just couldn't put up any points last season, especially late last season, just because we didn't have Brady was just not the same Brady, and he didn't have the weapons. He just didn't have the weapons.
Best artwork. I agree with you. I think the Patriots and the Patriots are going to be a running team, and because of that, I think one of the players I think I want to be wary of that may contribute is Damian Harris. Okay, I like Damian Harris coming out of Alabama, and I think him and Sony Michel, if he's healthy or whatever situation, I knew he had an injury problem, right? Come back.
Yeah, he got
healthy.
hurt last year.
Yeah, so that's a dynamic duo, and yeah, I could see Brady, and that means get that power running game, then changing the passing offense scheme to fit a power running game. You know, over the years, all the great teams in the past that have power running games had quality deep passing game to take advantage of it. And so I could see Cam Newton be more effective in there. So maybe a philosophy change in that short dumping pass that be going through and throwing more upfield based on the running game. You know, the running game, pounding the ball and setting up for a longer pass downfield. Yeah, but the guy I'm interested in, I think that's really going to potentially shine for you guys. Okay, it's a variable. It's Damian Harris. I think we have to watch out for him. And a big plus for you overall, while we talk about what you lost and compare what you gained, but what you definitely gained back is Andrews. Okay, you don't switch out an All-Pro center for Ted Karras and not feel it. So
yeah, that hurt us last year too.
Yeah, so him having back is a big plus point this year for you guys. But overall, TD, FinSanity, everybody out there, how does it affect the Dolphins? I said it before and I'll say it again. Doesn't change. I predict we're going to be 7-9 to 9-7. Okay, and I'm staying that way no matter what happens with the Patriots. Patriots might be better. I don't know. This is going to be, like I said, there's a lot of variables out there. If I was a betting man, which I'm not, I lean towards more that Bill Belichick could get it done. And there's going to be a fall off from the team from the past, but not that big of a fall off because I'm sorry.
Let me ask you guys a question, right? So, what is a successful season for the Dolphins next season?
Well, you already know mine's.
Honestly,
well, yeah, but
an honest, successful season to me is 9 wins, even if that doesn't make the playoffs. Because with the talent that we brought in and the pieces that we brought in, with the type of defense that we'll have now, I don't care. I don't want an 8-8. I don't want anything. I don't want a even record. Anything above an even record is success to me, even if it doesn't make the playoffs. Even though an extra playoff team will be present this year, so 9-7 could get in. But I'm a 9-7 guy for success. I think that we can get double-digit wins, but 9-7 would be success for us, even if we didn't make the playoffs. And it also depends on how that 9-7 comes about.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't want a 9-7 where we start 5-0 and then we end 9-7.
More
for the season where we talked TD when you guys started 3-0 and you guys were going to win a division and everything changed, and the mantle was supposed to be taken over by the Dolphins, and you guys finished 5-11 or something.
Yeah, the 9-7, my 9-7. Hey, it's a disappointing 9-7 if it's because we have Fitzpatrick as our quarterback from the beginning to the end. It's a disappointing 9-7, and I don't think the franchise moved that far ahead. If that's the kind of 9-7 we got, so I'm gonna expand it 7-9, 9-7. If that incorporates Tua and he starts to show off the potential he had, that's a very successful season for us.
Let me ask y'all a question. So Tua had injury problems coming into the draft. Has that been addressed? Because I haven't really been paying attention. So what's his I don't know, like how has he been progressing through that injury?
No, supposedly he's 100% healthy and he's better than he's ever been and even stronger in certain areas than he was before the injury.
Okay.
So the injury shouldn't be a concern at this point.
Here's my success. Like, what's a successful season for us? It's real simple. 9-10 wins, somewhere around there, but being competitive. I mean, sometimes you'll lose a game by 2 points, but like, how did you compete against? Because we have a lot of tough teams this year. If we're able to compete against a lot of these tough teams this year, and we're not just getting walked over, and you see like something new in this organization, you're going to feel really good about going into 2021. Sometimes that's just how it shakes out. Some teams, you know, the difference, 3 wins. Lost by, I forget what team that was. Like, they were all like single digit or one possession games that they lost by. How about the Dolphins actually be a competitive team, a threat, like a team that people really like, other teams really have to be like, oh, the Dolphins are coming in here? Like, I really want to pay attention to this. Like, they could really like come in here, and I mean, everybody's going to see it as an upset if we win, but like, how about we as an organization, a franchise, really change the narrative about who we are, how we come to play, how we prepare, and what it's going to be like to face us on the field. We have to be extremely competitive. Don't play down the competition, and don't try to, I mean, always play up to your competition, but be who you are. Play your game. Make people know that no matter who you are, you're coming in there and you're getting the best possible effort, maximum effort from everybody, because we've seen it. There's teams we go out and we're like, how did we pull that out? And then we will lose 2 straight games to the bottom teams in the league. And we're like, what happened? And I don't want that anymore. So to me,
I'm guessing you're referring to like what happened a few years ago with the Miami Miracle.
What do you mean? I feel like we
well,
really
you guys got
game.
the Miami Miracle and lost every single game.
I feel like I mean, yeah, but I feel like the Miami Miracle was a game that, you know, a lot of us thought we would win. We always seem to beat the Patriots in Florida. So I mean, I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, we did
not last year
because, you know, we saw what we had out there on the field this season.
Last year we decided to take it on the road. That's why.
I got you.
Right off the Miami,
I mean, congratulations! You beat us for the first time in what, a decade?
Don't have Gronkowski, you know, back there playing, you know.
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
Gronkowski in your last resort. I'm sorry. That's on y'all. That was on y'all, that play. I'm sorry. That we just executed.
Hey, I mean, I'm not salty because we won a Super Bowl that year. So
man, listen, that's between y'all and, you know, God at the end of the day. But, you know, we'll see where y'all at, you know, going forward. I mean,
we'll take care of it.
Listen, wait, so TD, you're saying you're not going to win a division?
We are.
Oh, if you ask me, we win in the division.
Wait a minute, TD. You said 9-7.
No, I told you. No. Y'all have to understand the context, man. Y'all got to follow what I be saying. I said 9-7 would be an acceptable season of success. What is success to us? 9-7 at a minimum. Because anything under that is the issue for me. So I think that we're gonna win 11 plus wins, and I really do. And what y'all have to realize is, listen, and this is to the Dolphin fans and Kiss the Ring. This is some information for you. Let's be real, Miami. Let's be real, Dolphin fans. Look at what we did. We went from having 20 holes on this team to now having what? Concerns at the safety position? That's it? Do you realize we have first round picks that may not start this year? Do you realize that? Do you see what Brian Flores has done? The people he brought in the offseason, the quality players, the guys we've gotten in the draft to complement certain positions. Like, we filled a lot of holes with great quality players, and we actually have depth. The one thing that we haven't had in like forever. So when we say 7 wins is a successful season, we got better. Here's what people. This is why that aggravates me. People say that 7 wins is a successful season, and that 2021 is our breakout year where we could talk 11-12. You think one off season? If this off season and everything we did is going to move us from 5 to 7? You think next offseason with less money and less draft capital is supposed to move us from 7 to 12? Like, I don't get that. That makes no sense to me. It's supposed to move us from 7 to 12 all of a sudden in 2021? No, you already have to be at about 9 wins to let one offseason move you to about 11. I mean, teams that rarely make a 5-game jump when they're already in the middle of the pack. Rarely make a 5-game jump. This team, at a minimum, needs to win 9 games this year. They need to. Because if you look at our schedule, if Tua starts, some could argue if he turns out to be what we hope that he be, we will be going into games where 10 weeks out of 16, we got the better quarterback. 10 weeks out of 16. And with our defense, nobody's talking about our overall defense. We have 2 corners that we consider lockdown corners. Both of them made the top 10 list. We have a front 7 who can compete with anyone. Adding Ogba, adding Van Noy, adding Shaq. The defensive tackles now can flourish in the 3-4 system. Christian Wilkins, Devon Godchild. These guys are going to eat. Look at the linebackers. 2 years ago, we went from, oh my gosh, we just always suck at the linebacker position. Now we don't know who's going to start. Now we have no idea who's going to start at the linebacker position outside of Van Noy. Everything else is so competitive, and any one of them can start. And y'all know I'm saying facts here. The only concern we have is the safety position, but we ease some of that stress by having 2 lockdown corners. So we've gotten a lot better, guys. We've gotten so much better, and you have to understand we got 5 wins last year, and why are we forgetting the simple fact that 60% of our roster was injured? We had to go to guys who were working at Lowe's. And Brian Flores literally got them to play up to standard to where our defense led the way late in the season last year. Wasn't our best players hurt last year? Oh, our best players on this team, many of them got hurt early in the season. It's hard for me to sit here and say 7 wins because that's disappointing to me. That's not progression with all of our starters and better talent back. If we had this team last year, how many wins would we have had? With all those close games and getting robbed by the Jets on a last play pass interference. How many wins would we have had last year? Some of us could literally argue that we could have literally had 8 or 9 wins last year had everybody not got hurt. Look at all those. But you would have never gotten Tua. Well, maybe we would have. So you rather have gotten 8 or 9 wins last year and still have and not have Tua this year? Yeah, yes, because Brian Flores was going out to win every single game. He wasn't worried. That's a stretch. You need a franchise quarterback to win. Yeah, you do. And Fitzpatrick he might be able to beat the Patriots every once in a while, but he's not getting you to the playoffs. He's definitely not winning you a playoff game. He's definitely not winning you a Super Bowl. Bro, I'm not arguing that at all. I'm not arguing that. But what I'm telling you is Brian Flores, we were going to try to get a franchise quarterback, but we weren't gonna not try to win 8-9 games just to do so. If we would have won 8 games, they would have did whatever they needed to do to try to still get a quarterback. And if that was Tua, if it was from moving up from 13 in the draft to number 5, they would have tried to do it. They tried to move up to number 1. So they would have still pursued the quarterback. So what I'm saying doesn't mean that we weren't trying to get a quarterback, but we were trying to win every game that we could. Those are facts. Because if we weren't, we wouldn't have beat teams like the Eagles late in the season. We wouldn't have started going on a run late in the season. Because our draft capital kept going lower. We kept getting worse and worse and worse late in the season. That's the time where it would have been easy for us to lose and say, hey, we've been sucking all year. Nobody's going to think that we're tanking. But we got better and we were winning. So y'all know if those players weren't hurt, we could have had a lot. We could have had at least 2 to 3 more wins last year. But all of a sudden this year, we're putting it 2 more wins at 7. I'm not equating that. RD706. All right, can you hear us?
Yes. Hello.
What's going on, man? Talk to us.
Well, let me say something. I'm a Bills fan. All right.
Bills.
Not.
Hey,
Yeah.
here
yeah.
it goes.
Yeah.
Can I tell y'all a teensy bit a little earlier? Don't beat up on
Won't
me
be
too
up
much.
there.
The mistake by the lake.
Yeah, whatever, Tyson.
That's Cleveland. Buffalo too, by the way. Yeah.
Nah, Buffalo's by the lake too.
Go ahead, let him.
Yeah,
speak.
Buffalo's by the way.
Let him speak. y'all.
Well, first of all, I'm shocked that Cam Newton went to the Patriots, but then again, I'm really not. How do I say this? The Bills are still going to win the division. I don't care what anyone says. All right. Yeah, you can laugh. Yeah, Tyson, laugh it up. Laugh it up, Tyson. Laugh it up. All right. Bro, come on. Dude, Tyson, you gotta be real. You gotta be real with me here. Cam Newton with the Patriots is not gonna work, man. It's not gonna work.
Listen, you're gonna win a division. You got to go through all the other two
It's
teams.
not gonna work though. It's not.
Listen,
bro. Weren't you the one who said that Tom Brady had no weapons last year?
listen. We're talking about the Bills. We already discussed Cam Newton to the Patriots. What makes you think the Bills are going to win a division?
And what?
I don't know. We got better on our offense.
Are you kidding me?
You realize how old are you, bro? How old are you?
17.
Oh,
Do you realize as long as you've been alive, the Bills haven't won a division? Do you realize the Bills haven't won a division since Jim Kelly at 95?
I know that.
And do you realize Josh Allen has never beaten the Patriots?
I said that.
He will this year.
hold on. Let me
At
get
least
in.
one. At least one.
Let me get some of this.
At least one.
RD 706. What did the Bills do last year? What good win did y'all get last year to make us think that y'all gonna be competitive? Y'all won 10 games against the worst teams in the league. Tell me one game that you can hold your hat on.
The Cowboys, a team that you guys didn't beat.
Oh no, not the Cowboys. Not the Cowboys.
They were lousy last year.
You mean the Cowboys team that didn't make the playoffs last season?
That's
Cowboys
how when the best wide receiver be sitting on the sideline.
They were in
That's
contention.
y'all biggest win last year. A team that didn't make the playoffs.
Make it.
Dolphins.
You're
now
with
you
the
see
Patriots. What are you talking about?
As a matter of fact, I don't think the Bills beat a team that went to the playoffs last year.
Yes, we did.
They
We beat the Titans.
They beat
the Titans?
Yeah.
Hold on. They beat one team. They beat one team that went to the playoffs. It was the Titans in week 5 when Mariota was the quarterback. That's why Mariota got bit for Tannehill.
I don't think it was a high scoring game.
Boy, guys, I think we found something.
I don't know, but the last time I saw the Bills, didn't they choke away a playoff game against the Texans? That's right. That's the last time I remember seeing the Bills.
Didn't you lose to the Titans though?
It doesn't listen. The Patriots. You can't argue with what the Patriots have done the past 20 years. What have you done the past 3 decades?
Dude, bro, you got me there, but still, times are changing now. Now
since you've been alive, you've never seen the Bills win a playoff game. I rest my case.
Okay.
So you don't know. Listen, the only time you can watch the Bills be successful is on a DVD, and that's losing 4 straight Super Bowls.
History Channel.
RD, man.
Come on now, man.
Dude, come on.
What was that? That was the Bush Senior administration, right?
RD,
that was Bush Senior.
RD, let me help you out here, okay? Masters work. That's the past. That's old man stuff like me. And
I know. I hear that every year.
Future, okay, and that's what we're trying to be, the future. So
I've been hearing that as a Patriots fan the past 10 years.
Than your future. I'd rather have our future than both of your futures.
Mm-hmm.
Man, there's only one more thing that would make this even more hilarious is if a Jets fan came through.
God, no.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's what all of us hate. Jet fans.
Honestly, I think Jets fans are pretty much. I think they're pretty much content with the situation they've been in. They know they're not going to do anything. I don't see any Jets fans proclaiming they're going to win the division. I can't find any.
No, they definitely not.
Jamal Adams yesterday freaking tweeted congratulations and shouted out Bill Belichick. Then he put Bill Belichick in his Instagram story. Like, please come get me.
Ooh.
I told y'all last night. What if Belichick went and grabbed Adams?
No.
That defense. Oh my god! I would be so mad. Now I would be concerned. Now I would be
Adam
concerned.
Gase.
I mean, we do need a replacement for McCourty and Chung eventually.
One of my variables I'm going to talk about this afternoon.
Then you guys get Duggar or something though? Kyle Duggar. I think.
Duggar in the second round, freaking from school?
The dog.
Yeah, Belichick didn't even draft him. He let the dog draft him because he thought his name was Doggard.
Listen, RD706. Here's my because I try to have legitimate questions for people when they come on here, and I'm not trying to clown you or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, to me, you guys' problem is putting points on the board. You ride your defense, which is no problem with that, but how do you expect to fix that problem this year? Because ironically, you guys averaged 19.6 points last year, and the Dolphins averaged 19.1.
I mean,
I'm
Allen to improve on his accuracy. Definitely.
Okay.
I'm expecting the offense to be a little bit better than it was last year because I mean Tyson had no weapons and neither the Bills, but the Bills' weapons was way better than the Patriots. To be honest,
but you didn't win the division.
I mean, we were competing against y'all. I mean, we didn't win.
You're supposed to compete. We're in the same division.
Whatever.
What do you want me to give you a cookie for competing? Come on now, man. It's about wins and losses.
Hey, take it easy, man.
Hey, Master Work.
No, I know RD. No, I know RD, bro.
He knows me.
He makes YouTube videos. I know him. He knows I'm just joking around with him.
Yeah.
Man, you know what? This made me realize.
I really don't hate Tyson that much. I really don't. Just hate his team. That's all.
Man, listen, I just realized, man, we need to have a division night once a week.
Dude, we cannot. I cannot. No, we're not bringing Justin. But oh my god, this is the one thing that got on my nerves this whole entire all season.
We need to have a division night once a week where
I'll definitely be there. I've collabed with you in the past, so
yeah, man. You know what? I'm gonna figure that out. If y'all could do me a favor, man, email me. We'll try to get something going because this is good conversation just to keep in tune with what's going on in the division from different perspectives, man.
He has no heart into football. What? Oh my god.
Get Gangrene David.
Huh?
For the Jets, get Gangrene David.
Listen, I'm gonna check some people out, man. We need to have a division night because this is just hilarious. I can't wait to talk
I'm the only Patriots fan, really, besides me and Dear Pats Nation. I don't know if you guys know who he is. But we're the only two Patriots YouTubers, so
I know another one. Patriots Glow.
Cool.
Patriots Glow.
I don't mess with him. He's fake.
I'll let y'all sort
what's
that
your
out.
beef with him? I want to know.
No.
Listen, man. Listen, at the end of the day, the Dolphins regime has arrived. It's the Dolphins' time. Y'all on borrowed time. The Jets, listen, the Jets they're not even in the conversation, but we just need to give them a chair to pull up so that they can sit here and just evaluate. They could be one of those under the table, hey man, let me just see how they're doing it. I can report back. It's the closest thing that they're gonna get to Belichick spying, but that's a whole another thing.
Hey man, listen, we're so used to using cams, we got a new cam. Okay, that's all I got to say.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
And then y'all got punished yesterday, which ain't even a punishment. You
know what's hilarious about that? You know what's funny about that punishment though is that they broke the cam news right after the punishment got
to brush it over.
So they tried to slide that under the rug because no one's going to care about the punishment once you announce that you just signed Cam Newton. So, I mean, that's how you run a PR department in the NFL. Everybody needs to realize the Patriots are the kings when it comes to PR moves.
But here's another thing: Cam Newton's going to get a lot of calls now that he wasn't getting in Carolina. Like, I dare anybody to hit Cam Newton while he is wearing a Patriots jersey on. Oh, that we ain't giving you 15 yards. We're gonna just Spot of the foul. Just keep moving it up for Cam. We got to give him all these back pay hits. Oh my God! And people want to talk about Cam. That man was out for the slaughter in Carolina. It was bad what they did to Cam. So
I gotta speak on my.
They did the same to Steve Smith, though. If you look at the Panthers organization, they never treat their players well out the door. They did the same thing to Steve Smith.
I'm talking about the refs and how he was getting hit late after late hit. Contact to the helmet, and they weren't even calling it.
Well, they're going to call it now because they always give the Patriots the call. So Cam Newton, he's going to get the calls this time. I mean, listen, we got the hoodie Belichick.
So for people to talk about it, I mean, there's a lot of things to be said about Cam's, tenure with Carolina. I think a lot of people just, want to place it all on him, and that's fair because he's the quarterback. But they literally asked Cam to be Carolina, and the way they did him once they got McCaffrey, horrible. So I'm not going to sit here and just give up on him. I hope he does well, but at the end of the day, Dolphins still in the division, easy. We're going to handle the Bills. Patriots week 1, Bills week 2, and we'll see y'all at the end of the season. Simple as that.
RD706, I can't wait for y'all to win 6 games this year.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I can't wait.
That's gonna happen.
Y'all gonna show y'all true colors this year, and y'all gonna win 6 games.
Y'all can't score. I'm sorry.
All right.
And we're literally playing scoring teams this year. Sorry.
Easy, man.
Well, I mean, we could all agree that we're all sweeping the Jets.
What? Didn't they beat y'all last year?
Dude, that was a meaningless game. They barely beat us with our stars out. Like, come on.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Like that,
y'all listen. God. Y'all can't sleep on nobody.
This is
really can't now.
Our second, because we should have beat them twice. Our second one was stolen from us. Like, come on, like let's really be real. Y'all can't sleep on nobody. And y'all know that. A lot of y'all games was a lot closer to
How the Bills supposed to sleep on anybody? They've been sleeping for the past 2 decades, man. Ain't nobody listen. Until you win a division, man, you really can't say nothing to a Patriots fan, man. Just imagine, bro, 11 straight years of winning a division. Like you've never seen that type of dominance in any sport in the history of the United States, bro. Like, it's never happened before. So, until another team wins the division, you really can't say that you're going to win a division, bro. That's just my opinion. But Belichick, Brady, no Brady, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day.
But you as a Patriots fan, taking your fandemonium out of it, you guys understand that you guys got a lot of calls and a lot of situations, handed your way. And you guys were given a lot of lenient sentences throughout that tenure. Don't act like
I never said that we didn't.
So my thing is like this: call a spade a spade. Don't make it just.
I am calling a spade a spade.
Don't make it just seem like the Dolphins weren't giving y'all work one game out of that every year. We just didn't handle our business in the other games. But don't make it just seem like it's a cakewalk when y'all play us. Because I think it's like this.
The division's been a cakewalk. I mean, you beat us once every. You're good for one game against us every year, but
it's not our fault.
Where does that get you though?
Handle their business. You can't put that on us that the Bills and the Jets couldn't get a win against y'all.
Hey, that's real talk too.
Coming at them.
Listen, that's their work. You know that's real talk too. Everybody always want to talk about the Dolphins. Y'all don't never do what y'all got to do to stop the Patriots in your division. We play our part. It ain't our fault that Buffalo nor the Jets ever help out.
Yeah, but y'all don't win your game you don't win the other games.
That's a fact.
I just said, y'all did the Miami Miracle and then y'all lost out. Y'all lost every single game the rest of the season.
We've had horrible coaches.
But look at where we were at the time. That's just where we were. We had bad coaching and everything. We were down. But at least from a divisional standpoint, we do our part every year. The Jets in Buffalo never show up to the fight. They never show up to the fight versus the Patriots. Ever. At least we can say we show up.
And we put up a hell of a fight.
And it doesn't matter what our record is at the time.
Yeah, I will give you that. It's just I don't know what it is. I honestly can't put my finger on it because one year is Jay Cutler. 1 year it's Tannehill, next year it's Fitzpatrick. I don't know. It doesn't even matter who the hell the coach is either for Miami. I just don't know what it is. I used to blame it on the Miami weather, but then we smashed y'all last year, and then y'all came in the Foxborough and beat us. So honestly, I just don't know at the end of the day, man.
Well, like I said, when you say you smashed us last year, look at the team you went up against. Like, really go look at that roster. Like, really look like to see who was really out there, bro. Like be 100 with it. That was not a competitive team in the beginning. I think
our secondary worked at Lowe's 3 months before that.
It was horrible. And then y'all put AB in there. I don't think the Dolphins have stopped AB since AB's been in the league. So I mean, he was just a trump card of all trump cards. AB was having a field day against us.
Oh yeah, that brings me a good point. Tyson, do not be shocked if Cam Newton gets cut.
Why would he get cut? We're paying him $7 million.
Because this is Belichick we're talking about. I mean,
why would what do you mean Belichick doesn't sign a player then cut him? Right? At least not Cam Newton, not a quarterback.
Hold on. What? Wait, hold on. What? He did it.
There's no reason for him. Listen, why would he sign Cam Newton if you already had Stidham and Hoyer on the roster? That makes no sense.
You just answered your own question right there. He has Stidham and Hoyer on the roster. That's why he signed Cam Newton. So I guess what Belichick did. Hold on, guys. What Belichick did was show me that all along he was putting up a smokescreen of how confident he was in Stidham. Because if he was that confident, he would never bring in Cam Newton. If he thought Stidham would still be the number one quarterback with Newton there, he would have never brought in Newton and create that controversy. Okay, so Belichick was putting up that smokescreen. That's what he thinks. By him signing Newton, that tells you exactly what he thinks of Stidham and Hoyer.
And hold up, RD, I get what you're saying because I brought up Antonio Brown, and you're saying, well, if he cut Antonio Brown, those were different circumstances behind Antonio Brown compared to Cam Newton. Cam Newton is not an off the field, troublemaker. He's not, a disruptive locker room guy. Some people, talk about his competitive spirit. I've seen other quarterbacks be upset after a loss, and they're just like, oh, well, they're upset after a loss. If it's Cam Newton, they're throwing darts at him. So, at the end of the day, Cam Newton is their starter. I'm sorry, you're not going to beat the Patriots this year. The Dolphins will probably sweep y'all this year just for the heck of it because we owe y'all something.
You haven't swept us in.
I said this year.
Never swept us in the Belichick era. No, you've never swept us in Belichick era.
I said I'm talking to RD. I wasn't talking to Master at work. Master at work. Calm down, because at the end of the day, we probably will sweep y'all too.
That's my Patriots defensive, shield
and you jumped in to defend the Bills guy. What kind of Patriots fan are y'all taking this red, white, and blue too seriously? Jeez.
No,
but like I said, we're going to sweep the Bills this year.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be easy. Excuse me?
Good luck with that.
Good luck with what?
We don't need it.
Bro, you do what Allen does on y'all, right?
Y'all do it to yourselves.
Josh Allen is trash, man.
There's a reason why y'all brought him in.
Josh Allen.
There's a reason why you have a franchise quarterback, but you brought in another guy. Okay. Don't nobody believe in.
Let's not forget that the Bills have two racist quarterbacks on the.
We're not going to do that.
Listen, Tyson. What Josh Allen did was Rick Ross quotes. All right, Jake Fromm.
Well, they got. Let me say this: they got two controversial quarterbacks on their roster.
He got set up, man. I'm sorry.
He didn't get set up. Okay, let's not get into that, bro. He didn't get set up.
There were screenshots of his damn text message.
At the end of the day, At the end of the day, I don't know the two men. So at the end of the day, people can go ahead and make whatever assumptions they want out of it. I don't know them, so I can't sit there and judge neither of them, because a lot of things these days you just have to evaluate on a case-by-case basis. But from a football standpoint, listen, Josh Allen sucks. Josh Allen.
Yeah, so those two.
Josh Allen. You RD 706.
Bro, you say my quarterback sucks, I'm saying your quarterback.
Because your quarterback can't get over 51% completions.
Oh, what of no weapons? I'm sorry. But
Josh Allen really wasn't even successful in college either. Let's not get that twisted either, man. At least we know what Tua was done in college. Josh Allen wasn't even the best quarterback in his draft class. Everyone wanted Tua. Tua was touted the number one pick for over a year. Okay. So, like I said, Josh Allen wasn't even the best quarterback in his draft class.
Okay, guys, time out. Okay, I'm gonna stick with my Dolphins here. Okay, I respect what the Bills are doing, and the Dolphins are doing a similar thing and how they're building a team. And I love how you guys are doing. I love how the way I do it. But the franchise success hinges on one factor that separates the both of us. One, you're banking on Josh Allen. One, we're banking on Tua. Okay, I think I like our odds better and more quickly that we'll get there to the promised land before Buffalo does, because I'm sorry, Josh Allen doesn't. There's a lot of positive about him, but like TD knows, and everybody else out there knows, you can never teach an inaccurate quarterback to be accurate. You can teach it to be better, but you can never teach it to be what you would call an accurate quarterback, and that's the obstacle Buffalo has to overcome to get it to elite status. Okay, we got Tua. We have health concerns to Tua. We got a couple issues with Tua, but his accuracy is not one of them. Okay, we know he's a natural born leader. I like Josh Allen's a leader too. That's the main difference between the two, and that's why I think Buffalo's always going to be smelling our behind.
Whatever.
And I heard you, RD706. I heard what you were about to say too. You're about to be like, oh, but Tua. I heard. I already know what you were about to say. He was like, oh, well, Tua had all the best receivers in college. I say that too.
He did. It's not.
He's coming in.
That's fact.
I'm not arguing that, but he's coming into the NFL with Devontae Parker, Preston Williams, Jakeem Grant, Albert Wilson, Kirk Merritt, and more. He's going to have really good receivers. So that can be, you could be right about that, but that's not going to change. He's going to have some really good receivers with Miami now. So it doesn't matter.
All right. I mean, well, you can't just say that Allen is going to be inaccurate forever. I mean, to be honest, you could really teach accuracy, to be honest with you.
No. I'm not saying you couldn't teach it. Hold on, RD706, because history proves me out. Okay, there's none. He'd get better. But he'll never be in the class where to be an elite quarterback, you got to be an accurate quarterback. It's not going to be there. He may go from 61 to 65%, but 65% still average at best in this league, okay, at this time, especially for a winning football team. He can improve. I said that, right, TD? I said that here, and I said that before. An inaccurate quarterback can improve to a certain degree, but he's never going to be a natural. It's just accuracy is one of those things that's inborn in certain people, certain quarterbacks. Okay, it's not something you teach. You can only teach up to a certain point, coach up to a certain point. Okay, Tua, Drew Brees, these guys are just naturally accurate. They just come out of there. It's just you can put any receiver with them and they'll figure it out and keep it inaccurate. It's just amazing that these guys can do that. But most quarterbacks in this league and most quarterbacks in the history are not at that level. Okay, and now Josh Allen, you can improve him, but I'm not saying Buffalo can't win the Super Bowl, but it's one of those situations where they're going to win not because of Josh Allen, but because they have a great team. Okay, we could win a Super Bowl in the future because we have potentially a quarterback that can be a big factor, like maybe not the Pat Mahomes level, but it's definitely a much better chance with Tua going there. And I think that's different because I love what the Bills doing in their rebuilding. We're kind of following the same model they did, okay? But it's that quarterback situation that's going to distinguish us in the future. The difference between us in the future.
Buffalo. Let me. Y'all lost 6 games. How many games y'all lost last year? 6, right?
6.
It's gonna be so interesting this year because the Patriots probably gonna sweep you. The Dolphins are probably gonna sweep you. That's 4 losses. The Broncos, you got to go 2. You have to travel to the Broncos. That's probably an L. That's gonna be 5. The Steelers with Ben Roethlisberger back with the defense getting better. That's probably 6 losses. San Francisco makes it 7, and it's in their home. You probably lose.
They got Jimmy Garoppolo, so I mean,
I don't know if home field advantage is going to play much of a factor this season.
What, the 49ers?
Game. Oh, well, you talk about home field advantage because of COVID.
Yeah. Speaking about that, do you guys think that we might not have a season? Corona.
NFL would Roger Goodell would have his own kids catch COVID for him to have it. Listen, he rather have his own, he would literally give his kids COVID if we could have an NFL season. There's no way in hell the NFL is not going to have a season. It
may be adjusted, but we will have a season in my opinion.
Yeah, we will have a season.
Yeah, they'll follow the International Soccer League format and no fans in the stadium. We're gonna have
just too much money at stake for there not to be a season.
Bro, listen, man. Buffalo, y'all might literally lose 10 games, bro. You got the Chiefs. You got the Titans. Listen.
I don't know why you're laughing because
I'm saying you got the Chiefs. Listen to this, y'all. They got the
we're
Chiefs.
Bills fans. Should be used to 10 losses.
I'm mad we don't. I'm mad we don't play the Titans this year, but they got the Chiefs, they got the Titans, they got the Patriots twice, they got the Dolphins twice. That's 6 right there. They got the 49ers. That's 7 right there. 7 right there. Pittsburgh will probably beat them and make it 8. The Rams will probably beat them and make it 9. Man, the Chargers might beat them. The Broncos might beat them.
Oh God, no.
Oh, the Cardinals might beat them.
Oh, no.
Y'all might lose 12. Y'all might lose 4. Y'all might lose 14
this year's
games
Bills
and only beat the Jets.
I think this year's Bills are what the last year's Browns were. All the hype, all this hype, and then just falls flat once the season starts. I'm telling you, man, it happens every year with a team that gets all the hype. Last year was the Browns. This year's going to be the Bills.
What about your former quarterback in Tampa Bay?
I already got the Buccaneers and Patriots in the Super Bowl. So I mean,
bro, you just said that all hype though. You don't know if the Buccaneers could fall.
Yeah, but Brady makes teams better, so we'll see.
Hold on,
I live in Tampa.
That's an awesome football
team before Brady. So
you got the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, man, Cam Newton, bro, that changes everything for me, man. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean,
you acting like this is an anomaly. Well, you laugh like it's an anomaly. Like the Patriots don't go to the Super Bowl every other year.
Bro,
like you acting like we haven't been to 9 Super Bowls in the past freaking 20 years.
Come on,
you acting like this is an anomaly. Like you saw a UFO in the sky. Come on now, Patriots in Super Bowl, bro. It just fits.
I mean, you have to go get Lamar Jackson. Oh man, I'm sorry, Lamar running back Jackson.
It's more feasible for us to win a Super Bowl than for any of y'all to win a division. How about that?
No, man. Listen, and y'all got a tough schedule too, man. Y'all got to play.
Don't act like
we all got a tough schedule. We're all in the same division.
Right.
We all play the
same teams. We all don't play the same team.
Oh, that's right, because the Patriots have a first place schedule. Why? Because they're always in first place.
And they're going to
You're right about that.
You're real comfortable to second real fast. Don't worry. You'll get comfortable real fast.
Nah, Fitz, I hate to correct you. 3rd place they're going to get comfortable in.
Yeah, the Patriots have to play the Seahawks, the Chiefs, the 49ers, the Texans,
that's right.
The Ravens.
You're right. You want to know why?
Yeah,
because contenders, division winners play other division winners. Y'all don't know what that feels like to have a schedule like that. So I got you know what I'm saying? Like that's just how it is.
Right. You're right. Y'all play all the teams that lost to Tennessee except the Chiefs. So okay. And I see they let y'all dodge Tennessee this year and they gave it to Buffalo.
That's because Tennessee. Tennessee didn't win a division.
Wait, hold on. The Broncos and you talking about bro? You talking about my Bills going to Denver, bro? You guys are going to Denver too.
Yes, we are.
The last time we played the Broncos, we beat them twice. We beat the Broncos the last 2 times we played them in Denver.
No, y'all home.
Y'all home.
Y'all home, Patriots.
No, I'm talking about the Dolphins, Tyson, not the Patriots.
Oh, we ain't worried about that though. We better than y'all. That's why we're more equipped.
All
bro,
right.
I ain't even trying to rag. I ain't even trying to rag on you, bro. But Buffalo trash, man. Y'all won 10 games against like 8 of your 10 games. 8 of the 10 teams that y'all beat picked in the top 10 last year.
Mm-hmm.
They picked this year. They picked in the top 10, bro. 8 of y'all 10 wins, they picked in the top 10. And the other 2 was the Titans without Tannehill, who would have picked in the top 10 had they not replaced they stayed with Mariota.
Cardinals.
And the Cowboys, bro. Y'all did nothing. Y'all did nothing impressive last year. This year, y'all gonna get exposed. Y'all gonna truly get exposed.
Bro, okay. All right.
Y'all see, man. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. It's just sad we didn't get a Jets fan on this morning, man. And for real, we're gonna have to figure that out, man. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna reach out to a Jets guys, see if we can set up something on like one night a week where we all come together and we talk about why the Dolphins are about to take y'all down. Pretty much, that's what's gonna dominate.
Of course, TD doesn't have no love for the Bills. He's a Dolphins fan, of course. Same with Tyson.
Although, to be honest, right? Since TD's been on YouTube, he's always predicted the Dolphins to win the division.
That's right. And this is the first time I'm gonna be like,
Owen. So what are you batting a 0? What do you?
Hey. Oh, I got a few hits, little moments like the Miami Miracle.
Yeah, I remember that. You were on You were on CBS too on that Miami Miracle.
Oh man, yes, man. I remember me and you did a collab before most of those.
I know, bro. I was pissed. You saw my reaction.
Listen, man, the time is now. Times are changing. I just wonder if y'all gonna handle losing graciously for the next 20 years.
That's the thing. Like, we will never I'll never figure out what it feels like to lose, just because for some reason, no matter how hard we try, we signed Cam Newton. Now we're just like, I was like, okay, we're gonna lose this season. We're gonna tank for Trevor, and then Belichick's like, no, man, we ain't losing. Like, we don't accept losing in New England, man. It's just like, I don't know what it is, but it never ends, man. The dynasty keeps on continuing.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Good point, Steph.
Players still seeing 11 his nightmares.
Defensive player of the year?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Gilmore still having nightmares about Devontae Parker.
Yeah,
I
ain't gonna lie. He didn't have a good game yet.
Why you laughing down there as a Bills fan? Tre'Davious White gonna get it this year too. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh.
Keep that same energy. You going back at him?
All right. Whatever. We'll see.
Easy.
We'll see.
Man, listen, this was fun, man. Hey, again, Master at Work, just hit me up, bro. Hit me up on Twitter now if you can, because I didn't get anything from you, bro. Remember, at TDPHINSTALK.
Yeah, I got you. I got your Twitter, man. I'll hit you up on Twitter.
All right, and
yo, subscribe to my channel, bro. It's just a different name. It's Master at Work.
Okay, I'll check.
Don't
I got
flag
you, bro.
it either.
Okay, man. Peace. Y'all, peace out, man. I'll talk to y'all later.
I appreciate you, homie. RD706. Hit me up as well, man.
Yeah.
Hit me up, man.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all still trash, man. But I'll check you later.
Y'all.
Right?
Yeah, same with y'all.
All right.
No hard feelings.
So we'll catch you later, man.
All right, see ya.
All right, peace. Listen, man. Hey, guys, we're coming to an end, but what a great show, man. Just having some fresh thoughts of what the rest of the division, most of the rest of the division, the Jets, we already know. We didn't need a representative to tell us what they were thinking. They already know they're at the bottom of the totem pole. But that was good conversation, man, just to hear from those guys and what their thoughts are, what they believe, their team. But you know what? If you really listen to them, they know they can't trash the Dolphins right now. You didn't hear them really say, oh, y'all are going to suck. See, they used to say that stuff confidently, but there's some caution in them now. They don't jump out there and say, oh, y'all trash. Y'all going to be what you've always been and this and that. They know what time it is. They know what time it is. So we got to do our part and hold our end of the bargain and make sure that we take care of business against these teams when it comes regular season, man. Any last thoughts, Larry?
Well, you know what? This is a great morning show. When I woke up today, I didn't know about Cam Newton because I was watching TV last night. And I thought, oh, it's going to be another boring, nothing to do burger waiting for the season to start. It turned out to be a great show. And I don't know what a Jet fan could contribute, because it was a great show, because legitimately we all made legitimate arguments about the team. I'm sorry, Jets. You're at the bottom of the barrel right now. You'd be lucky to be 8-8. So I don't know what they contribute to this conversation.
We still got to hear from them, man. We got to hear from them. Yeah, we do.
They're in our division, and we got to hear from them. They're probably going to be the spoiler role. That's about the biggest factor they're going to be in this division.
I think their delusion will probably entertain us.
I love that cuss up. You know, Dudley Durong did one, and it was awesome. Okay, so if we could do that also, that'll be awesome also, just to get the feeling. And we got to play these guys twice a year. So, that's 6 games out of our 16. And, yeah, it'll be awesome to get their input and see how they feel it compared to how we feel about each other's team.
Yes, man. It'd be pretty cool, man. I'm going to set something up. I'm going to reach out to a few of the guys and see what we can get going. That'll be pretty cool, man. But thanks for coming through with us, Larry.
No problem, my friend. I always enjoy these. You know that.
Absolutely, man. I'll see you later today. And don't forget to check out Larry's show, Finside. Oh, I'm about to say Finside NFL with EM now. But I'm tripping. Let them know what it is, Larry.
Okay, it's FinFans panel. This is a show where I try to get you guys to come on board, because we hear from TD, you hear from me, you hear from Finsanity, but you guys have comments too, and we want to hear from you, want your input on that. And by the way, it just happened to be Hap Stats. I didn't even know the Cam Newton. I'm talking about the New England Patriots and my analysis of them, where they gotten better and where they gotten worse. Okay, so it just happened to Hap Stats. So I have to change that and add Cam Newton to the equation. But I'm sorry, guys. It's going to be interesting insight about the Patriots. It's not losing Tom Brady. It's everything went right for them last year defensively. Okay, and I'm going to point that out as some of the stats. And I just don't see him duplicating that this year. Okay, so look forward to seeing you guys there.
Let them know what time again.
2:00 p.m. this afternoon, Eastern Standard Time.
Don't forget to check it out, guys. All right, Larry, I'll see you later, bro.
Later, bro. Peace out.
Any last words, Finsanity? You enjoyed this morning?
Yeah, some good things come, when I get back on the stream. Let me stop. No.
You're right.
Shout out to everyone who came on. Listen, shout out to New Jersey, my family. I missed you guys too. A lot of them were hitting me up like, when are you coming back? When are you coming back? I'm not saying I'm back. I'm just saying, I made an appearance today. Congratulations.
Tapping in. That's what's up.
Listen, to everyone, to the Dolphins fans out there, we have a lot to be hopeful, but at the end of the day, it has to get played out. So I truly believe we can win this division. But at the end of the day, we got to go out there and, and fight for it. No one's going to hand it to us. And make sure you check out Larry's stream later. I will definitely be watching you guys. To Lewis, thank you for the love. To everyone, thank you for the love. Oh my gosh, it's so early.
I know, 8:30, but we gotta get our day started. We gotta wake up. We gotta get going, man. Throw punches at everything that stands in front of you guys, and win the day. That's all it's about, is winning the day.
And I'm already casting my vote. If you're gonna do a divisional thing, I'm casting my vote for Gangrene David. He's a respectable guy. He's a very respectable guy, but he's not just going to let these two guys come on here and talk trash about his team. So it's definitely going to be entertaining. It's going to be very competitive, and you're going to see some fandemonium. So, but he's also, I know he's very respectful. So shout out to him. Hopefully, we can get him on here. Yeah, make sure you guys just, continue to tune in here, hit the like button. And oh my gosh, it felt weird being on here again. It felt like it's home, but it was just like
it was natural.
Another great thing happened last night, TD. Let me not cut this one short. EM was on TD FINSTALK. Listen, man,
I told you we always gotta have somebody who always wrong on the show. We always have to, man.
Not always wrong. He's not always wrong. Ian brings an unprecedented passion.
Listen, I've been telling y'all from day one. Ian don't know nothing about football, man. His skin probably boiling right now. Watch you put it in the comment section. Okay.
I wouldn't say that.
He know what time it is, man. He don't want none of this. He never has, never will, and it's that simple, man. Why wouldn't EM be on TD FINSTALK? No, I mean he's
been a very long time.
Yeah, I mean at the end of the day, you have to understand they're building something special over on Finside the NFL as well. So they're doing what they can to build what they got going over there. And but EM already know what time it is. That's my brother, man. He always welcome over here, man. Always. EM is in the film room now. It's well for the first time ever. To always telling everybody else get in the film room. He finally got his TV to work to watch film, man.
Don't do that.
You know I gotta throw jabs at him every chance I get.
That's sometimes I have to realize like that's just guys being guys, like y'all being guys, and I'm just like my eyes get big and I'm like, oh yeah, that's just guys being guys. Okay.
I mean, I commend him. I've just never heard somebody in my life to be so wrong with everything, but still be passionate about it. So I commend him. That's the one thing that I do commend him for, man. But anywho, man, we don't pass the 8:30 hour. I'm gonna let that end on that note, throwing a few jabs at him. Y'all know how I do. But Finsanity, thank you for hanging in here with us this morning, man. What a show. I loved every bit of it. This is a good one, man. This is a good one. This one excited me just to hear from those delusional guys about their team, man.
They brought out old Finsanity. I gotta remember.
Ooh. Oh man. Well, thank y'all for tuning in to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. Again, don't forget to check out Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Also, DolphinsTalk.com. You can find the content. Hit that like button. We're trying to get over 150 likes on this video. Right now, we got 60, but we had over 110 people at one point. So show your love. Hit that like button on your way out. I appreciate Matt Burke and Adam Gates stopping through to give us the dislike. It's always yours, guys. So peace. We love y'all. Y'all keep y'all head up. Y'all do y'all thing today, man. Y'all go win the day. Peace. We out.